Hey everyone, Dave here with CivOps Gear, back again, where we review all of the EDC gear for everyone from the discerning civilian all the way up to the experienced operator. Today, check this out. We're looking at the new Boker Kalashnikov out the front. Stick around, you're going to want to play with this bad boy. All right, everybody, here we are with the Boker Plus Kalashnikov OTF, which of course stands for out the front, because OTF knives obviously propel the blade right out the front of the body with a series of spring mechanisms, and usually a switch either up on the top, on the back of the knife, or sometimes on the show side of the knife. This particular one obviously features a switch up on the back of the knife, and the blade propels out the front. This is made by Boker Plus, which is a higher end line of Bokers. Higher end than your standard $25 to $50 Bokers you pick up at your Cabela's or your Bass Pro or your Big 5 Sports, or etc., etc. Boker Plus models are designed and originally constructed at their factory in Solingen, Germany. But when they go to production, they're always made at either factories throughout Europe, America, or Asia. This particular model is USA made, baby. So that's just another cool feature about this knife. It is made right here in the good old US of A. And of course, this is a new addition to what is otherwise a very, very, very well-known series of Boker products, the Kalashnikov series. This is one of the standard Kalashnikov knives right here, very well known for their automatic action, propelling out the side. And, these knives are very well known because they're extremely affordable automatic knives with aluminum scales and a decent construction. So the newest entry into the Kalashnikov series, of course, is this OTF. You can see the very obvious similarities in the design. Obviously, these are meant to be reminiscent of the original Kalashnikov rifle. And this new model features a little bit higher end steel and obviously an entirely different construction than what the old series, than what the rest of the series features. So let me tell you a little bit about this knife. Obviously, the entire body is made from aluminum, and it's solid. It's got a fantastic design with these finger grooves. You'd be hard pressed to have this be pulled from your hand or lose this. Even if you douse it in lube and try to hold on to it, you can hammer grip this. You can hold on to it in a more traditional grip, and it's going to stay right there. There's not a lot of texturing other than these little bit raised lines in the aluminum, but the finger grooves make it very, very easy to hold on to. It's a little bit longer than a lot of the regular traditional Kalashnikovs. In fact, the overall length on this guy is just over 8.6 inches. So it is a little bit longer, you can see, by almost an inch over the more traditional Kalashnikov. Now, let me do a little size comparison for you. This Boker OTF has a 3.54 inch D2 blade, stone-washed D2, measuring 3.54 inches. So for comparison, I'll compare it to one of the more traditional original Kalashnikovs with a blade measuring 3.25 inches. Here it is, just for old time's sake, next to balls. Here it is next to a Kershaw Blur, one of the most widely known pocket knives out there, I would say. It's been out for a very long time. It's a Ken Onion design. Virtually everybody has handled a Kershaw Blur at this point. And here it is next to one of the most popular budget-friendly knives on the market at this moment, the Civivi Elementum. So clearly a substantial knife. The body and handle alone are much longer than virtually anything else that we're comparing it to right here. So Let me move these out of the way. What's fantastic about this, in my opinion, besides how thin it is, besides how fun it is to tinker with, you could sit and play with an OTF all day long, but the construction really, really is great on this knife. I've had it several months now, and it has not, mark my words, hear what I'm saying, it has not misfired one single time. Not once. And I assure you, if it was going to, it would do it right now on video just to destroy my point for me in front of all of you. So if it survives this video and keeps my rep intact, then I assure you it will not fail at any other point. You can see that the blade is off center. And that's because the springs and mechanisms required to operate this knife all exist in this thicker part of the handle up on this side. And the switch, obviously, this is a what would be referred to as a D/A or double action OTF knife. It comes in weighing just about 4.7 ounces. It's not particularly light. Certainly things like your Elementum come in much less than that. But for an all aluminum body, and for the mechanisms inside required to operate this, 4.7 is not bad at all. And if you are a fan of the original series of Boker Kalashnikovs, then this is something you're going to want to pick up for sure immediately. American-made D2 steel with a stonewashed finished, all aluminum body, double action, automatic, and you know, I don't know how you can beat that. You can pick these guys up for about 115, 119, 120 bucks. Now, I'm not saying that this will compete with your Benchmade Infidels, okay, or your other very high-end OTFs. This is manufactured in collaboration with Cobra Tech, which is a Texas-based knife manufacturer specializing in OTFs. So it is built in collaboration with Cobra Tech. But I have to tell you, the reliability and functionality of this knife for 120 bucks, does it compete with your Benchmade Infidels? No, but it doesn't cost anywhere near what your Benchmade Infidels cost either. So for the money to get a reliable, good, solid, American-made OTF with D2 steel, come on, come on, come on. My friends, come on, it's me, come on. How do you beat this? So there it is, my friends, the Boker Plus Kalashnikov OTF with D2 stonewashed finished blade measuring just over 3.5 inches. That's a lot of sweet auto blade for the money. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and pick yourselves one up if you live in a state where you're allowed to have this. Not all of us do. Some of us live in more restrictive places. So if you're allowed to have one, go grab one. I will see you all on the very next CivOps gear review. Everybody be safe.